Welcome to www.killthatnoise.com. I'm your boy, the Camera Man. I got my man Joe Son with me, and today we have the pleasure of joining us. Two-time honorable mention, Big Ten linebacker, high school All-American, state champion from Cleveland, Ohio, and played for the Ohio State Buckeye, Mr. Jerome Baker. Appreciate you for joining us, man.
No, I'm happy to be here.
What's going on, man? What are you currently doing right now to get ready for your pro day Thursday?
Just constant field work, just lifting weights. Really just doing what I do, just relax and just get ready for the big day.
Yes, sir. So let me ask you this. I know you originally from Cleveland, as I stated, coming out, but I saw where you had kind of committed to Florida and being in the SEC, and I know how the SEC Big Ten schools kind of how that work. What was the deciding factor to say, listen, I'm going staying in state and playing for the Ohio State?
But it was just came up with my family and my friends, and it was just stay home and play for your home team. So in the big right direction, just decided to stay home and win some more games.
Now, being that you're a junior now and you're foregoing your senior season, walk us through your thought process and what made you decide to forego your senior season.
So yeah, I really didn't think about it until the Big Ten championship, and that was it. I thought about it, and I talked to my family, I talked to my friends, I talked to my coaches, and they all pretty much agreed. It's definitely a good decision to leave, and I was ready to embark on a new challenge. It's a little different from the NFL, so I was ready to step into the big league, one of the best in the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, being from a Cleveland guy, so and down in Columbus, and you said your family was a big part of the decision why you stayed. So, what does that mean to you to have that kind of support to be able to show up at games and things like that on a regular basis that most people don't have?
For me, it's just a blessing. Some guys my family's only coming for the big games. Some guys, their family just cannot make it. For me, it was what family members coming to this game. It was so every single game from the easiest games to the hardest game. My family was there, and it just gave you a sense of comfort of after every game. You're going. For me, I'm gonna hug my mom or my dad every game. It was just a sense of comfort of you making your family proud, and they're there to witness everything.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, you mentioned your mom and dad. What kind of support have they given you now that you're going into the NFL?
Everything. My dad is probably the biggest. He's the make sure my head is on straight. He probably gave me as much information as far as financial, as far as females, as far as school. But he's definitely the person that keeps my head on straight. My mom is more the emotional. She always asks me things like, "Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you sure?" So I got a good balance of both, and I mean, in general, definitely very supportive, and they've been with me the whole step of the way.
Yes, sir. So rightfully so. So I have to ask, right? With your family so supportive and so tight, tucked in this whole situation, do they have a preference where have they expressed to you where they would like you to be drafted?
So
Have they
yeah,
had come on?
a good one is my cousin. She's really like my second sister, my second mom, if you want to call it. Uh, I know a lot of my family they want to go somewhere warm, just so when they come base, you take a little vacation. So a lot of my friends, a lot of my family, they definitely want to go somewhere warm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, being that you played at Ohio State, is a prestigious school, and you play with a lot of NFL stars: Marshawn, Raekwon, Malik, Zeke, Michael Thomas. The list goes on and on. What is it like having those guys as well as Urban Meyer as your head coach? What advice have they given you? What have you taken from all of them?
Um, it's so many different guys had different advice. From Josh Perry, he talked to me remember he came back and took me out to lunch one day, and he was just, and you think you're making millions of dollars. Most, rookies, unless they're first round, second round, third round, they're not making as much money as you think.
Right.
Right.
So he basically talking about taxes. He was in California, so he talking about all the tax. He was gone before he even touched it. So different guys have different things they talk about. Marshawn, he talked. The game is not as hard as everyone make it seem. It's really, if you learn concepts of playbook, it really comes to you. So, different guys have different advice, and I pretty much took it in from everybody. Coach Meyer been there, just being a pro. Nobody's gonna hold your hand. Nobody's gonna, it's pretty much just be a pro and take care of yourself. So, a lot of the different coaches, a lot of different players, they all have their own separate message, but I pretty much soaked it all in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now you kind of mentioned Marshawn talking to you about the game not being as hard, but let's go back to the beginning of this season, right? Where you're coming in on a team where offense loses a lot of big weapons. You got a lot of receivers who are, so to speak, underproven as far as in leadership and stepping up. Who's going to be the next big guy? And the defense lost some big names. We got to come back and prove that we are still who we say are. Like, what was that challenge moving forward to be able to be the Ohio State that y'all knew you could be?
We always push Ohio State. We don't really lose guys. We just reload.
Okay.
That's all. No matter who we lose, there's somebody right behind us just as good. And I think that's the Ohio State to a T since Coach Meyer been there. We pretty much don't lose anybody. We just reload in a different name and might be a little different swag, but it's pretty much the same talent is there. And that's just a testament to Coach Meyer and his coaching staff.
Yes, sir.
Recruiting, no matter who you think you are, how good you think you are, there's something prove that they're just as good. So, and I mean, this beginning of the year, who's going to be Malik Hooker, who's going to be the next Joey Bosa, all those guys. It's pretty much not. We're going to miss these guys so much. It was the next to leave, so it's just really just Coach Meyer and the staff, really.
Right. So let's talk about the season. You guys finished 12-2, I want to say. Now with the new playoff system in hand, you guys were left out. You got Wisconsin. You guys were the Big Ten champion. You got Wisconsin with 2 losses. You also had Miami with 2 losses. How'd you guys handle that? And what's the talk around the locker room when you guys being left out?
So we can only control what we can control, and the Oklahoma loss, it was a bit of a top team, and the Iowa loss is all us. If we would have won, we definitely would have been in the playoffs. We didn't, so that was under our control. The rest is not under our control, so we can't complain about what we can't control. So, and that was the message: just go out there and just win as many games as you can. After that, I remember Billy Price after we lost to Iowa, right in the locker room, was, our season is not over with. We still can compete for a Big Ten championship, and that was our goal from the beginning. So we accomplished our goal as far as winning the Big Ten championship, but we just didn't accomplish the goal after the Big Ten championship, which is the national championship. So we definitely accomplished
it. Yes, sir. So taking that loss, you mentioned the Iowa loss and those things. You're not a senior, but you are foregoing your senior, so you are moving on. What's the message now moving forward that you want to leave the undergraduate and the people who are still there, going into the next season, into the spring ball and those type of things?
I always have the same message. Every rep, every play, every game, every practice. Practice like this your last one. Football is a sport where one play and that can be your last play ever in your life. And it's just like in college football. You can lose one game and that's it. You can't make it to the national championship. So control, which is that one play. And that's pretty much all I give to the young guys is control what you control and do what you got to do. Rest, You play for Ohio State. You play good at Ohio State. Your dreams can come true.
Yes, sir.
Anything you have. Just do what you got to do while you're there, and you can definitely you walk across that stage.
Okay, so being that you're a linebacker, you go up against mostly running backs and stuff like that. Now with the NFL being a lot of hybrid running back stuff, you got Le'Veon that could do it all. David Johnson. You play with Zeke at Ohio State. Give me the one running back that you would like to meet one on one in the hole.
Zeke, for sure. It's Zeke because when he was here with me, I was a young guy. I wasn't even playing that much, and he still respected his, but we never really could go full blow serious. So
Yeah.
I see Zeke pretty much every time I go to Dallas. I talk to him quite a bit. So that's just competitive as me. Is we're friends, but on the football field we can definitely settle some things. So, but I'm excited just to go against the best of the best. Honestly, that's what makes football so exciting. Is you got to prove yourself every play. So I'm definitely excited to go against some guys and show what I got.
Yes, sir. So you talked about Ohio State is top tier football when it comes to college football and across the country, and you compete on a daily basis against the best. What's the relationship off the field for the players? We know most people know or see the outcome of the games and those type of things, but they don't understand the work and the bond and those type of things you have to build. Can you kind of explain what that is for Ohio State and the atmosphere that Urban Meyer has created up in Columbus?
Yeah, it's honestly, people, it's cliche, people say it's a brotherhood or, whatever, you're my brother. Well, Ohio State is the true definition of brotherhood. Um, we play hard together, we work hard together, but we also joke and have fun just as much. Uh, I mean, if you follow any football players, you can just see it everywhere. We, crack jokes on Instagram posts. We, just crack jokes on, Ohio State's social media page. We just have fun around each other. That's who we are. That's who
Whenever you get the chance.
we wouldn't get. It's just honestly a real brother locker room. You're going to find your brother and a group of brothers, and you're just going to love them to death like your own blood still. That's just who Ohio State is. It's just the brotherhood, and you really cherish that. That's honestly what I miss the most of not being at Ohio State anymore is just not being around my brothers.
Right.
So I'm gonna put myself in the shoes of a general manager, scout, coach, and all that. You probably already asked this question in the combine. If I'm willing to take a chance on you, what kind of player am I getting into my organization? Who is Jerome Baker?
Jerome Baker's a winner. A winner, a hard worker, a guy that loves his family, sticks to his beliefs, his morals, and just a family fun guy. You're getting the guy that's going to come in the locker room and just going to do what he have to do and soak up all the information he can, and just like a sponge, you got to go to work with it. So, I came here to win. There's no fun of winning. I mean, it was losing. So, I like to win in everything I do, no matter if it's or the game. So that's all I like to do is win and win in a very fun style. So that's what you're getting, the guy that can do it all. You can ask me pretty much anything for safety. If you want to move me to the corner, I'll learn it. Just give me a few weeks. I pretty much can do it, everything you ask me to do at a high level. And you're definitely going to get a winner.
Yes, sir. So let's kind of shift gears a bit into this. So, because we want to kind of shoot some questions at you, because I want the people to kind of see who you are. We want to kind of see how you think about different things, kind of a few rapid fire questions here and there, right? So I want to ask the first question, probably the most controversial, and I probably know what your answer is going to be because where you born and raised, right? So the most controversial question: who's the greatest of all time, MJ or LeBron?
LeBron.
He didn't even let you finish.
LeBron James by far. I don't know. It's funny because people say LeBron pretty much broke every record at a younger age than MJ. I don't know if that's just and the style of basketball is way harder now than it was back then. So LeBron James, easy.
Right. Now, are you? Do you follow the NBA?
Uh, uh, not as much. I started watching pretty much when the playoffs happen. I'm not gonna lie. I might watch a game here and there, but I'm really a playoff fan. I'm not really a regular season fan.
Okay, so being that the playoffs are only a few weeks away, give me who you got coming out the West, who you got coming out the East, and who you got winning it all.
Okay, this is gonna stir some people. I got Houston coming out the West, and I have the Cavaliers coming out the East. But I honestly think Houston is gonna do some great things this year.
Ooh, no. We have to ask that. Now you missed the Cleveland, Ohio state champion, All American, and you betting against LeBron.
I'm not betting against them. If it's the Cavaliers in Houston, I'm going with the Cavs. But all I'm saying is hot. They are playing some good ball.
Okay.
I don't watch basketball that much, but I know Houston is balling. And I'm not gonna lie, when I play 2K, I play with Houston. Definitely.
So now let me ask you this: since I play 2K, we Xbox or PlayStation? What's the system?
PlayStation.
Ooh,
for sure.
Guess that's fair.
All right, so game day, you're getting ready for the game or practice. Give me the top 3 songs or artists that you got in your headphones.
So I have a lot of Cleveland rappers. I have Lil Cray for sure from Cleveland, Ohio. Definitely gotta love that. I have Drake for sure, and I have Meek Mill for sure. That's Meek Mill / Jay-Z. Them the two I really.
Okay.
I gotta have Lil Cray and I gotta have Drake for sure.
Yeah, you gotta rep your hometown. So staying with music. Another question that's controversial. You named 2 of them, so I have to ask. A lot of people argue, and so we want to know who's the greatest rapper: Drake, Weezy, or Jay-Z?
That's a hard one. When you say rapper or artist, which one are you gonna say? Are you talking the best rapper or the best artist?
That's a valid question. So answer them both for me. Give me a best.
The best artist in my opinion, for sure. The best rapper, I'm gonna have to go with Jay-Z for sure. I mean, Jay-Z. People don't realize like he's been killing the game for years on top of years, like for a long time. And with Drake, it's he's been doing it for a long time, but he's been hitting different, genres. Like he can go next, and that's just a testament of like his you're being an artist. I mean, Weezy. I'm not getting him. He's not. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying when you Drake and Jay-Z is definitely in a class of his own.
Okay. So now the question regarding to music and basketball, there's a controversial question of who the best Mike is: Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan. Who you got?
Michael Jackson. That's the easiest of the easiest questions. I don't know who made that hard. Michael Jackson. I mean, it's little kids that never even seen Michael Jackson sing a song.
Yeah.
Like that's just a testament of his music is going to last forever. I can remember the exact place I was at when remember the first song I listened to. I remember my first time watching Thriller. I mean, Michael Jackson by far. It's definitely Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, and Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Yes, that's pretty good. So give it to me. I know your family real supportive, and that your dad is there, and your mom's the different side of it. Saturday mornings, I want to know. I'm from the country. Saturday mornings, I heard type of music. I knew it was time to clean up. Right? I woke up and put a certain type of music. My dad is playing blues. Minute do for your parents that they gave you those type of things. What was mom and daddy bumping that you still listen to this day?
Um, oh snaps! It's weird because I didn't even know the songs. I just can sing them. That was weird. And just recently, I started. I can look up old school music, and I started singing it. Like, why do I know it? Then I look it up. Like, okay, this is who I like, or this is what's. Uh, I don't know, like just on my head. Like I can just recite a song, and I don't even know why, honestly. But uh, they play from Luther Vandross to Michael Jackson to uh, pretty much any old school, R&B, hip hop. My dad was big on hip hop. He played Eric B and Rakim. That was like
Ooh, that's
out
old
of
Music.
the
school.
vibe. I played that whole album front to back. Like I don't know why, uh, but yeah, it was pretty much the whole old school feel. My dad was big on hip hop for sure, and that's why I believe in real rap and just I miss hearing that scratching and all
Yeah.
that good stuff. So my dad definitely brought that flavor to it.
Okay, so being that you're a linebacker, I'm gonna give you kind of a two-part question. I'm gonna give you three linebackers. You tell me who you think is the greatest, and then one linebacker that you think your game resembles or patterns after. So we got Ray Lewis, Mike Singletary, and Lawrence Taylor. Who you got?
Ooh, that's a lot of different flavor. I'm gonna go with Ray Lewis.
Okay.
Um, LT is I wasn't I didn't watch him growing up because it was
Right.
done, but uh, I had the chance of playing. Well, my coach at IMG down when I trained at this during this process was Pepper Johnson, and the stories you hear and the
Yes, sir.
things you hear, LT does. It's weird because I called LT Ladaine Thompson. He
Right. Right.
called LT the
Yeah.
real LT.
LT.
All
And
right.
when you say LT, that's what you're thinking of. When you say LT, I'm thinking of Dane Thompson. And when I said that, he almost, and he basically, he just taught me so much about him that I respect him. I didn't even watch him, honestly. So, but for me, I'm a leadership guy, and Ray Lewis definitely led his defense to wherever he wanted them to go. So I'm gonna say Ray Lewis.
Okay. And is there a linebacker in the league that you think you pattern yourself after?
Yeah. So I follow pretty much. I try to like really mold my game after Ray Lewis. Well, Ray Lewis as far as leadership, but Ryan Shazier was like pretty
Mm.
much everything else. The
Okay.
speed, he was undersized a little bit. People question it, but we can play football. That's
You can
pretty
ball. You
much,
can ball.
yeah. You can put us in the inside. You can put us on the outside. We can check slot receivers. Just those linebackers that can do it all is what the game is really geared to, and it's weird is how my skill set fits that mold. So
Hmm.
definitely play good.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Man, we want to get ready to wrap this up, and again, we do appreciate everything you joined. So, is there anybody? I want to give the floor to you. Is there anybody you want to thank? The people that you're working with, training, and those type of things. Man, the floor is yours, man.
Oh man, I have so many people. I think this is gonna last all day. But I'm gonna keep it short. I like to thank my mom, my dad, my family. I hold the Baker, family name. I
Yes,
hold
sir.
it very close to my heart. Um, thank Ohio State, from the coaches, the players, to the fans. Definitely wouldn't have been here without it. I thank my high school, Benedictine High School. That's my home. The family I gained down at IMG down in Florida. I never would have guessed how much those people meant to me. Thank Pepper Johnson. Thank all my friends.
Yes, sir.
And I thank the city of Cleveland in general because I don't think nobody understands of the Cleveland versus everybody mentality. So, and I really pretty much thank anybody that shared any information or any insight of positivity in my life. And I thank those people that talk bad about me because I listened and went harder for you guys. So I pretty much thank everybody that got me to this point. If I came in contact with you, you're helping me. You're helping me get to this point, and I'm thankful for everything, and I'm very blessed, and I'm really appreciative of the blessing I received from the man above. So I thank you for everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up, and once again, we were joined by the best thing out of Cleveland, LeBron James, Mr. Jerome Baker from The Ohio State University. Once again, I'm your boy, The Cameron McMath, my man Joe Son.
Yes,
This is
sir.
www.killthatnoise.com. We signing out.